This is exactly how Gymshark can make you millions of dollars. And don't take it from me, but take it from the youngest billionaire, CEO and founder of Gymshark, Ben Francis. He lives in the UK. He's the youngest billionaire in the UK, and he doesn't pop his head up much on social media just because he's probably working or he is doing some high-level investment things. I don't really know. But anyways, Gymshark, Ben Francis, let's go all the way back to 2013. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about how there was a clothing convention, a sportswear convention in London, and Ben Francis utilized something that we can learn from. Now, this isn't some very wizardry level technique. This is not some thing that people have gatekept for ages. This is something that he utilized that every single human can do. Every single business owner who wants to make $30,000 in 30 minutes, which is what he did in 2013 at this convention. He sold $30,000 worth of clothes in 30 minutes. I'm going to be telling you the sort of the secret behind it. It's not really a secret. What he did really well is Ben Francis did a really good job of getting other people to wear his clothing, essentially. Now, this might not be exactly applicable to your business, but if you watch a little bit longer, I'm going to tell you exactly how this can apply to your business. So what he did at this convention, and obviously you've seen in the decades or the decade after the convention, if you guys are familiar with David Lade, he is a very predominant bodybuilder. He was a huge influencer. I think he was really big back in 2018. He was sort of like the face of Gymshark for a little while, at least as like the poster boy, you know what I mean? And Ben Francis was obviously the CEO still. But what he did is, if you couldn't tell by now, if you couldn't take any hints, is that Ben Francis did a really good job of utilizing other people's attention and authority, hijack that, and push revenue and increase sales. So what he did at this convention is he had public figures actually wear his apparel, wear his clothing at the convention in London. And that automatically does what? That just ups your street credit. And that obviously builds up the authentic scale of things. So not only does it help out with trust, it helps out with authenticity. It helps out with bridging the gap between you and them, because these people at the convention, they relate more to a celebrity that they've seen 1,000 times more than the CEO, Ben Francis, who's just kind of behind the scenes. So to be able to actually have that, to be able to actually have a sort of public figure or a person of authority not only shout out your apparel, not only wear it, but stand by it and literally have it on, is something that can make you millions of dollars in your business. So this can apply to various different levels. Now, this could apply to if you run an online business doing whatever. This can easily apply to you if you literally just hijack other people's attention. So I know a lot of people, when they're trying to get their business off on the runway, I know a lot of agencies go down the route of trying to get shout outs and stuff from people. I know if you guys are familiar with Renzo here on YouTube and on Instagram, he actually does a really good job at utilizing other people's attention. He's a marketing agency, and so he provides his clients the services of, hey, look, we're going to 10x your business by just having celebrities shout you out. So Renzo runs a marketing agency, so he's in touch with all these different public figures, all these different celebrities, and essentially I think his higher end package, from what I've heard and for what he's talked about, is literally just how to scale your business, but we're going to have celebrities shout you out, so it gives you clout, trust, and authority. So that's definitely one way to market. And the easiest way I can obviously tell anybody to do this is just to get networking, really just get networking. It's what Ben Francis had to do. It's what you're going to have to do. This obviously, making millions in your business is not the easiest thing in the world, but don't take it from me. Take it from somebody who's literally built $1 billion business in 8 years, I think it was. Ben Francis built it in Gymshark from 0 to $1 billion in 8 years. So that's a very important lesson that you have to learn. As far as implementation goes, you're not going to do it right unless you actually network and meet people. That's literally the name of the game. And the fastest and easiest way to do that, I talk about it so many times, is just build an audience. That's all you can do. I wouldn't cold DM your way into celebrities' DMs. That's not going to work. I wouldn't even attempt to cold email, especially if you have absolutely nothing and you don't have an offer or anything like that. You don't want to do that. I've networked with millionaires by just doing one simple thing, posting content online and they see it. It's that simple. And then other millionaires who I've networked with, again, I post content online, but then I actually reached out to them and I gave them value. So, and you come to realize that it just gets easier and easier. Like things just fall into place. And I tell you to post things online because it puts you out there in the world as an assertive, like authority figure and as somebody who knows what they're talking about. Of course, if you know what you're talking about. If you have no clue what you're talking about, people pick up on the BS. Everybody has a social media. People can tell who's authentic, who knows what they're talking about, and who is just talking out of their mouth. So you have to understand, you have to make it like very congruent with what you're teaching is applicable and is valuable. Like what can you say to me or what can I say to you that's going to be valuable, that's going to improve your life? Or is it just going to be like regurgitate knowledge over and over again? So you have, in order to make these millions, you have to network. Well, how do you network? Post content. They will either come to you or you can go to them. But you have to make sure you're posting valuable content. I authority hijack all the time. Like in this video, I authority hijack Ben Francis. So I talked about how he built $1 billion company and how he sold $30,000 in sales, or how he made $30,000 in sales in 30 minutes utilizing this one thing. I authority hijack all the time. I authority hijack when I talk about, Robert Kiyosaki or Carmine Gallo, who wrote Talk Like Ted. Or when I talk about literally anything in here, Russell Brunson, .com secrets, Alex Hormozi, $100 million leads. So like Patrick Bet-David, your next 5 moves. I authority hack all the time. So like this is what you have to do. For those of you guys that know Andrew Kirby, he authority hacked when he started off his YouTube channel and he scaled it to like 700,000 subscribers. And now he's one of the co-founders of School. So that being said, do not be afraid to post yourself. Do not be afraid to actually get yourself out there online, because I promise you it's going to do a lot better things for your business than you can possibly imagine. And that's something that I wish I started doing sooner. So there's never a good time. There's never a perfect time. There's never a great time. There's never a good time. There's never an okay time. There's just a time. So that being said, you guys get out there, start posting content. It's going to make you millions of dollars. Network with people. Get them to help you out. Do good things for them. And I promise you good things will come in return. And one day you actually might sell out $30,000 worth of inventory in 30 days, just like Ben Francis did. That's exactly how Gymshark is going to make you millions of dollars. Hope you guys enjoyed.